Good morning, little chef. Welcome to day 27 of working as a chef on a yacht. This morning, I'm making a frittata with spinach and feta. I got another double yolk! The second this morning. That's insane. Frittatas are the #1 most requested breakfast food on this yacht. To go along with this frittata, I'm frying up some bacon, cutting up grapefruit, serving grapes, and my famous zucchini muffins. I set the table for breakfast and served this meal family style. I called the guests to the table and I went back into the galley to work on crew breakfast. Brian requested 3 eggs scrambled with cheese, and the rest of the crew just wanted protein shakes. There were a couple of days where I served 24 people this week, and the other days I served 9 people. With those kind of numbers, you run out of food pretty quickly. So today I'm heading into the island to provision. But before I left, I made some sandwiches for the guests that are having a beach day today. The first mate came to pick us up on the dinghy, we got everything loaded on, and headed back to the yacht to get this food under refrigeration. Dinner service as a chef on a yacht. Tonight for dinner, I'm making beef bourguignon. I dusted my beef with salt and flour and got a good hard sear on it. Added in my mirepoix of onions, celery, and carrot, deglazed the pan with some red wine, added in some beef stock, and let it simmer low and slow. Tonight for dessert, I made a chocolate Oreo parfait with layers of brownie, whipped cream, chocolate pudding, and Oreos. I prepared a glass of milk for the captain, 3 desserts for the crew, and brought down some mugs to crew quarters. While I was down there, I got changed into our evening outfits. Tonight we're going with gray shorts and gray fishing shirts. For the first course, I made homemade Caesar salad with cornbread made from the leftover cornbread that we had at the barbecue the other day. Set the table and called the guests to dinner. While they were working on their first course, I was plating up the mains. I'll radio the crew to come help me on the galley, and they'll help run up plates. For dessert, I served the chocolate Oreo parfait with chocolate peanut butter ice cream made in the Ninja Creamy. After dinner service was over, I worked on cleaning up the galley, enjoyed the beautiful sunset, and called it a night. Bye, little chef. What does the crew do when the guests are off the yacht? The answer is clean it. Today, Brian, the first mate, is cleaning the bottom of the boat. He'll put on his scuba flippers and swim around the yacht with a sponge in his hand. Now, you may think this is easy, but the current here is ripping. We'll keep an eye on Brian so he doesn't get swept out to sea. The captain and I went over to the tender to pick up one of our hookahs so Brian can stay underwater for about an hour. Brian said this is probably one of his favorite jobs because he feels like a mermaid. The hookah we picked up has a long hose, so it doesn't need to be attached to Brian's back. It can stay on the deck, and he can swim around the boat as need be. Brian did all of the sides of the boat. Now he needs to get a little bit lower to where the propellers are, so he hooked up to a weight belt, and that's going to help him stay a little bit further underneath the water. With this hookah, it will allow him to stay underneath the water for about an hour or 2. This would not be an Abby in the Galley video without some captain jokes, so while I was filming Brian, Cap tried to throw me into the water. Bye, little chef. You're not going, bud. Sorry, thirsty, we'll miss ya.
I'll take this.
Eggs, we can get, well, we're shopping in Georgetown, yeah? I think we should start using the egg beaters for us, so we can just get them.
I think I'm gonna put that on the window. Right here, hands off.
No touching.
Don't touch. Automatic.
Luna, fanny pack crew. I remember we had to get pretty close to be able to have a signal. Luna, fanny pack crew. Luna, fanny pack crew. We're coming in hot.
I told him he's an island guy, man. It's not much guys you see him walking around with their shoes on, you know? Come on.
Here he comes.
Come here,
He's holding button to get to us fast. He's trying to make up for napping.
Yeah. You don't want to feel like you're sleeping on the job.
Serve dinner with me as a chef on a yacht. For the first course, I'm making a salad with a balsamic dressing, topped with feta, pumpkin seeds, and cornbread croutons. As a chef, you're trying to limit waste, and how I do that is by repurposing leftovers. I made cornbread muffins for a barbecue a couple days ago, so I repurposed those into cornbread croutons. Cubed them up, threw on some olive oil, salt, pepper, and thyme, and dried it out in the oven. For the main course, I made braised beef. Some want it served with rice, and others just want the potatoes. Braised dishes are usually the easiest dinners to get out. Serving hot food is very important, so with braised dishes, I can take it out of the oven immediately when the guests are ready. On the opposite end, if I was searing steaks, for example, there's a lot more timing involved. I can't hold a medium rare steak in the oven to keep it warm, it would just overcook. I have 2 guests with no dietary restrictions, one that can't have added sugar, and another that is gluten-free. So I served a gluten-free brownie, no sugar brownie, and regular brownies with ice cream to our guest. Cleaned up the galley and called it a night. Bye, little chef. This is the yacht dog Thurston. Every night while the guests are eating, the stew will go into the rooms and do turn-down service. What she's doing here is pretty much unmaking the bed so the guests can just slip right in. And Thurston gets turn-down service as well. All right, so we have chocolates on the bed. Very nice. And Thurston's bed is over here. What did he get? A little greenie. They're gonna eat that. That's hilarious. Gina, you're too good. You just sleeping? You just sleeping, buddy? Thurston is living the life on this yacht. He gets taken on many walks a day by the crew, and we play with them all the time. One of his favorite things about the Bahamas are all of the coconuts. Doesn't matter what size coconut, it could be as big as him. He will still play fetch with it. Bye, little chef.